They can see me? Turn it on there. Hi, everyone. Oh, you can see me. Say, tell me of the last time. Hi, everyone. Manuela Marcheggiani from Isomers Skincare. It's so great to be here. We are going to be doing a new launch today. We're going to talk about products, and we want everybody to tune in. Darius will be joining us. We're not going to do the reveal without Darius because we need to do this together. This is a team approach. But I'm really happy that everyone is here. And if you have questions and comments, please don't forget to comment, ask your questions. We're here to help you. We're here to shed some light on your skincare, ingredients, the science, the knowledge. We're no longer on Shop HQ. That has gone away. So if you're in the United States and you're wondering when we'll be on a very big, popular home shopping, that is happening September 17th. We will be relaunching or changing networks to a larger network. Although, having said that, for those of you who know Shop LC, Keon will be on Shop LC July 1st. So we're going to talk about that as well. Cold will be there, and you will be getting the latest science in the cold press technology for aging skin, for pigmentation. Those are the formulations with the alpha arbutin and the argireline. So you're going to be still able to get the cold products in July. So if anybody's asking, I know a lot of people are really loving those formulas and a lot of people are on subscription. So you will be able to continue getting that through Shop LC in July, starting in July, which is exciting on our part as well. But what I really love about the Isomers TV is this gives us a time to touch base, to answer questions, and to really do a deeper dive. So today we're going to do a deep dive into one of our brand new launches. This is something that we've been working on for a very long time. And this is something that, you know, as cosmetic chemists and the fact that we've been doing this for 30 years plus, we have been the first in many things, and we've seen the change so much in the last 30 years. I remember when we first started talking about this topic, literally 27 years ago, after an issue, 27 years ago, something happened after we had Keon that really made us start looking at this kind of science and technology. And at the time we wanted to talk about it on air and stuff, we were told we were not allowed to, because we were not allowed to cure or treat diseases. And now we figured out, here he comes. He's making a quiet entrance.
I had problems with transferring files. I'm sorry.
It's genius in the lab, but, you know.
Not punctual.
No, it's not. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
But then there's also the transfer of the files. This is Darius, for those who don't know.
Hello, everybody.
The father of Isomers chemistry.
I hope everybody is well. This is an interesting thing we're doing today.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that 6,000 women a day go into menopause?
Wow.
6,000 women in the United States and Canada, North America go into menopause. There'll be 2 million joining entering menopause this year. Right, and this
in Canada only.
No, North America.
No.
North America.
Wow,
that's huge. Because you know what? Over 40% of the population is over 40. Ta-da! Look at the math. Look at the math and look at the science.
Okay. You mean new?
New.
No. Okay. Yeah. Sorry,
new. Entering.
Yeah.
New. Isn't that what that means?
Yes.
Well,
sorry.
English. I speak many languages. English, she's my best.
Inside the computer for some time. I'm having a hard time to bring it up.
She's my best. I speak. Yes. Okay, so everybody, understanding hormonal aging. Oh, they have it up there.
Yes.
What do we're getting signals. What do we, you want us to turn it? We're turning it now? Would you like to know? These are... Do we have the camera on?
This is the debut of the product. There we go.
It is the phytoestrogen replenishing cream for hormonal aging. We're going to talk to you about the science. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Menopause You know what's really interesting about menopause? Menopause itself starts in your it could start around 35, 36 years old, right? And it lasts about 10 years. That's kind of the window. So basically from 35 to 45, you could be in this menopause transition where the hormones change, your body's changing. So that's about a 10-year window. And a lot of people talk about menopause, perimenopause, talk about the hot flashes. They talk about the change in the hormones in your body, but they talk about the changes in your skin and all of that stuff. But here's the part after menopause. After menopause, you've got another 30 years, a third of your life, maybe even more for a lot of people, that you are in this after stage when you're literally deficient of certain things. And it becomes ever so important to replenish those lost elements, the hormones, the mitochondria, working on zone 2 exercise. We're going to talk a lot. I'm going to talk a lot about zone 2 and about the importance of that. Being 62, going, postmenopausal, and I've got another 30 plus years ahead of me. I want to get stronger and better. And I want my skin, look at this, skin looking better, not saggy, not wrinkly, but phytoestrogenized.
Radiant.
Thicker,
Beautiful.
firmer, plumper.
Let's get in.
Let's get into the science.
We have the touch screen back.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So
I'm going to move this so people can see us better. Ta-da. There we go. All right. What happens to skin during hormonal aging?
Look, hormones are molecules that in very, very, very tiny amount have a lot of control over our body, okay? Just remember it that way. So when your hormone, especially estrogen, declines, it affects a lot of things. But now, today, we're focusing on the skin. What happens to your skin? When your estrogen goes down, then you're in the premenopausal part, then your collagen production goes down. Look at this curve. In your 40s,
I like this, the collagen peaking at 20 and then starts going down.
But look at how the curve is changing. Right?
And quickly.
Its slope is increasing. So your collagen slows. When your collagen gets compromised, your barrier function starts being affected as well. Because remember, all layers of your skin, they talk to each other. They're in constant communication. And they feed off each other, okay? So when the collagen gets compromised, your barrier also gets compromised. So that's why when we go into a menopausal, premenopausal, or postmenopausal, you always complain. One of your complaints is your skin is more sensitive, your skin is drier, your skin has more wrinkles. So those are basically the key things that's going to happen in your menopausal skin. So basically, you're going from a nice, smooth-looking skin to wrinkles and more wrinkles because collagen is going. Your top layer, the barrier function is compromised. Then altogether is not a good situation. So if these are the things you're feeling, okay, persistent dryness, loss of radiance, okay, that's again has something to do with loss of moisture, decreasing firmness, okay, sagging. It's not just the collagen, but also your elastin, and increased sensitivity. So a drier skin, less protected skin, compromised barrier creates a perfect ideal situation for sensitive skin.
There's also temperature change, right? It gets cold. It's not as warm. Like there's temperature change because the circulation changes.
Hormones also affect the microcirculation under our skin, and that can also get compromised. So now, what we're having here, we have some friends. We can have phytoestrogens. These are estrogen-like molecules that are coming from plants. And they are very, very helpful to help balance our skin with the estrogen levels that it's needed and it's really being compromised. So one of them is soy germ and soy seed extracts. Those are amazing. And when we are talking about soy germ, we're talking about the embryonic part of the soy seed. Okay, so the embryonic part, that extract, is also very, very
Is
important.
that the gemotherapy?
Yes, that is a gemotherapy. Yes, we did a product.
We did gemotherapy.
Right.
We loved it. We love that whole thing about taking things at the highest nutritional profile, right?
Right.
So sometimes at the beginning, when it is young or in germination,
Mhm.
right, you're able to get more nutrient out of it. It has a higher nutritional profile. It's
It
not
has
being
those
used up.
plant stem cells in
And it
there
has the
as
stem
well.
cells.
Plant stem
Age,
cells.
I like to call those the age zero.
Age zero.
Age zero. So what's better? You know, you got zero, so then you've got everything to work towards, right? It's young, it's fresh.
Can I have my coffee? I need my coffee. Sorry. She took it away from me. So,
Just
and
wants
then
it on
the
that
other
side.
product that, look, one of the things you're going to realize when you're listening to our presentations is that we are very transparent. So when we design a formulation or we believe in an ingredient, we don't hide it. We don't go hide it behind the inky name. We give you the trademark.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a very big reason for that. Because we really study these ingredients, we basically certify it for ourselves. And we believe in their data, we believe in their capability, we believe in their studies. We want you to be able to access that information on your own. So you can go do your search and find out all the studies on your own on these ingredients. So you will see that we are not making these things up. And these are really potent ingredients that we are utilizing to give you the best of the best. So here we are talking about a plant that its technical name, Latin name is Engelhardia, okay? And the trademark for it is Feminage, okay? And this was actually designed, this active ingredient was actually designed for menopausal skin. And it is really, really, really helpful in supporting menopausal skin. You can go and look at the studies. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in detail for you. But this, remember we talked about collagen? This is going to focus on elasticity of the menopausal skin. This is going to, because the collagen and elastin together, if you can boost both collagen and elastin together, you're a couple of steps ahead.
I like the memory. You get the memory back.
Right.
You know, it bounces back. You want the memory. You want it to bounce back. You want to be elastic, not plastic, right?
Yes. And now, when we talk about plastic, we're talking about a silly putty. Okay, like when you push it, it doesn't bounce out. And an elastic one will be like a tennis ball.
Or memory foam.
Yeah, it just comes back. And plastic is like a silly putty.
It just stays.
So, look, now I'm really getting into the details. I can ask the social media team to post this for you. So we don't want to take too much of your time.
If you'd like a copy of this,
We're
type
going to
in.
create something for you.
What should they type in? Poster. If you type in poster, we'll send you the poster.
Okay.
Poster.
So look, there are few categories here. We're talking about phytoactive rich ingredients that we talked about the Feminage, we talked about the soy germ. Phytosan is a pure one that we are using. You can go again, Google that and try to find out. And we use soy isoflavones and we use licorice root extract. So 4 products right there that is just phytoactive rich, okay? Now we go to peptides, okay? We have 2 key peptides. One of them is progerin, and the other one is EGF,
Growth factor.
epidermal growth factor. And on the inky name side, you will see oligopeptide 1. Barrier support. We have evening primrose oil, which is really, really important for barrier support. And we have allantoin. Amazing ingredients. These 2 have been around for a long time. If you can access it in good quality, right concentration, it will do magic on your skin. Then deep hydration, we have the soy-derived isoflavones. We have, again, evening primrose oil. And then we're talking about allantoin. Again, these 2 parts, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Now, here, I'm going to read it for you because I'll be honest with you, I can't memorize them all. We study things and we summarize it. So we are talking about Feminage. It has been shown to improved the skin 15% in firmness in 56 days. And we're talking about menopausal skin.
So estrogen depleted skin. This
Right.
is really what's important.
Right.
So you're missing the estrogen, your skin is depleting, right? So this is showing to really address that particular age and stage of skin.
Right. Then we talk about the progeline, the tripeptide 2. This is really for sagging skin. Now, again, plus 20% improvement in skin's firmness in 28 days.
Like cheeks.
Okay? On your cheeks. And these are studies from those individual ingredients. Okay? So when they start researching these ingredients, they also do their own research on it. So then we talk about EGF or oligopeptide 1. It's known for smoothness, increasing the growth factors of the skin. Growth factors are very important for a firmer, more resilient skin. It's very important. Sour James scrap, we call it the trade name phytosan, because not all soy germ extracts are equal. Trust me on that. And how it's an antioxidant and firming again. Isoflavones, they're well known because of the genistein and daisy that they work so much against in terms of estrogen activity of the skin. They do magic for your face. Evening primrose oil, it helps the lipids of your skin. It is a good antioxidant. It's barrier function. It's great for dry skin. And then licorice root extract, this is about a little bit multifunctional. First of all, it helps brighten the skin. So if your skin is getting dull, the licorice extract, it really helps to bring back that color, that radiance back to your skin. And also, it's really good for the tone, for the color. It's really good. Melanin balance again. Allantoin, honestly, this ingredient in terms of the cosmetics, we cannot claim healing. We cannot say that. But if you really go research allantoin, you will see how effective that ingredient is. It's one of the things that some pharmaceutical companies use it. And it also has its place in cosmetics, and we are using it. It helps support the skin barrier. It helps soothe the skin. It helps your moisture balance. It's, again, really, really multifunctional. So now, if you look at it, this is really a very high potency formulation in a matrix that is not super heavy, but it gives you a good feel on your skin. It has the right texture. Your skin feels relieved. It's not going to clog your pores. It is gentle, but it's very effective if you are feeling that you're going through that period of life and you're now entering in premenopause, or you're already in menopause, or you have passed it. This product truly can do amazing work on your skin.
It's going to really give you a lot of comfort and soothing and hydration, but it's this nourishing hydration. So this isn't just feeding your skin, any skin. If you're going through, 40 plus, when your body is changing, when you start depleting, this is going to help replenish. It's about the replenishing. Look at the difference. Look at the difference from here to here. Look at the difference where you put it, where you don't put it. You can see right away the color, different. The tone, different. But also the hydration and the softness. It just drinks it in. It's not greasy. So even though it has something like evening primrose oil, these are the essential fats you're putting in for the barrier of the skin, right, for the hydration, because you want that flexibility. You see how this is not as juicy as that.
It changed.
Look at it change.
It really changed. Look at the color. The skin is not happy on one side, and the other one is really changed. That's really impressive.
This is where I applied. This is before.
I would not have, honestly, I would not have expected that kind of change that fast, but it's really impressive.
Wow. Well, now you're going to have to do the other side.
So let me see what else I wrote. Look, additional information. It's fragrance free. We don't like that stuff. And a lot of people say, I open a jar, I want to put a serum on, and the first thing I do, like this is the comment I get from I want to smell this, it has to smell. I said, no, you don't want that. What if you have your own perfume? What if you're allergic perfumes? scents can cause allergies. So especially if your skin is already sensitized, it's not the right thing. And then if you have your favorite fragrance, and then now you put on something on your skin that's going to clash with that fragrance, is not a good thing. So
A lot of these fragrances, I actually think,
and then the intensity of it,
you
if
get
it's too
allergic
strong,
to it, you get a little bit of stuffiness to it. I find that there are more sensitivities, but a lot of people say that they do disrupt some of the pathways, right? So you got to be careful, especially as you get older. Like, I didn't think I would be that person to say that too, like, ooh, but really, truly, you want more non-fragrance than fragrance. There's too many fragrances. It's too much.
Some of the
Too much stress.
most harsh solvents are used in manufacturing of fragrance.
Really?
That's a fact. Absolutely. So when you put a lot of fragrance on you, make sure you target your clothes and don't go directly on your face. Hormone-free.
That's really important.
Life stage specific. So this is really designed for premenopausal, menopausal, and postmenopausal. That is what the focus is. Every ingredient in there we have looked at the deficiencies of our skin in those eras, and then we are adding ingredients to fight those deficiencies to help your skin to regain its youthfulness.
At those stages, you would say that you're aging faster, right? It's more rapid aging. It's more than just collagen decline. This is hormone change. And so you're aging much faster.
The collagen that is declining is caused by that hormonal change. That's what is very important. So if you're using a matrixyl-like product that is really good for collagen,
that's good.
You use it in conjunction with this. When you are in premenopausal or menopausal stage, you will, I guarantee you, see additional benefits.
So it's good to use the Matrixyl because you can do collagen banking. But then by adding this after the age of 40, 45, when you start noticing the changes, the sagging skin, deeper nose to mouth lines tend to be a big indicator that's where you're going. I mean, age is telling you that too. But the collagen banking isn't going to be enough because it can't replace, it's working on the collagen part. The estrogen part, the hormone part, you've got to have technology that is life stage specific.
Exactly. So you're getting a double boosting effect. You're stopping the reduction of collagen production because of the lack of estrogen, and you're also boosting it again to the other mechanisms. So this together, it will help. For a younger skin that doesn't have the estrogen deficiency in the body, that matrix can do really, really good job. Here it will do a great job, but when you support it with balancing the estrogen of your skin, then you're going to get, in my opinion, you're going to get additional benefits.
Excellent.
Last but not least, balanced, firm, and radiant skin. Reclaim your youthful glow. Manuela is going to announce that.
Use code menopause to get 20% off your pre-order. This is pre-order. This is a brand new pre-order launch, 20% off. And if you have any questions and comments, we did announce July 1st. Keon will be in Shop LC. Yay. We did a little bit of housekeeping. Do you want to come and talk to? No, not right now.
He's being shy.
He's being shy.
I've got to go.
He's late. He's late. He's late for an important day.
But this is really important because this is really a time to start thinking about. There is a lot of things called meno-washing. Meno-washing is where brands are marketing their product, good for menopause, but they actually haven't changed the formula. They're just saying, like, there's a brand out there that basically is Ectoin. And they're an Ectoin brand. They're Ectoin we use in our moisturizers, but now they're saying this is Ectoin for menopause. Well, how is Ectoin? I mean,
it's only meno-washing. Look. I understand. Let's be fair. It's only addressing a third of the problem.
Well, just the hydration.
It's only so.
But any moisturizer.
It is, but you need to go beyond that. You need to go beyond moisturization. Okay. So look, let me give you an example. As we get older, it's completely not related to your skin, but it's related to your body. As we get older, when we go to the gym and we exercise, we do some weightlifting, we work with weights until we build muscle. As we get older, if we just work with those weights, it's not going to be sufficient. We need additional internal ingredients to support the hormonal changes in the body. As the testosterone goes down, the muscle building capability goes down. So we need to, if we just stick to those lifting those weights, even though it's better than not doing anything, it's not going to be sufficient. You need to supplement it. So as we get through aging, your skin is getting dry. Just giving it a moisturizer is a good thing, but it's not sufficient. You need to go that extra step. You need to balance the estrogen. You need to support the collagen production. You need to support the elasticity. You need to support the sensitivity. And all these go hand in hand. And in one product, you're addressing everything in one application.
So you're getting the strength, it's the integrity. The integrity is going to be compromised through time and the situation. So you want to be able to address. People don't realize that there's all these different factors all in one, right?
Right.
Why it's important. So menowashing, slapping the word menopause on generic anti-aging products and charging more for it. Regulatory gray zones. Anyways, so I just wanted to bring that to people's attention so that you know that there is a difference when you're with Isomers. We just didn't enter this market. We have been in this market for menopause since 1998, 1999, when we did the R-Pure, the resurgence, the non-genetically modified soy, age zero DNA. We understood back then the importance of refattening that skin lipid content, working on the elasticity. We have amazing before and afters, and that pedigree is there. So we are we have proven ourselves for 27 years. Keon and R-Pure came out at the same time, which wasn't a coincidence. That's why we started looking at it. It was because of, after going through having a baby and then seeing what the hormones do to your body and the chubbiness and the loss of elasticity, because I was in a geriatric pregnancy, it was like, wait a minute, there's more to this. And so using the non-genetically modified soy, and now we've come a long way where we're able to add, so we started doing this and we were using the genistein and the isoflavones. We were on the right track. We were so much on the right track that still today, 27 years later, those are the key ingredients. And the research
Some
is there.
of the key ingredients.
But now they've added, right?
Exactly. Look, there's some ingredients that are timeless. You cannot walk away from them because it's if you have a multivitamin, those vitamins are essential. There's some ingredients that's just like essential vitamins. They're there. They're needed because they're proven, they do the work. But that doesn't mean when you come across things that are also beneficial, if you use it together, you can potentially create a situation that is synergistic and give you better results. And that's what we're striving for, to give you better results as we come across these novel ingredients with the new discoveries. We're going to bring it on to make the products more potent, more effective.
And, we do a lot of research. So when we're actually picking and isolating these ingredients, we don't just pick them loosey-goosey. There's a lot of critical analysis goes into why and understanding the science and does it really work together. And there's a lot of things that we learn and a lot of things that we discount right away, right? Because we've been able to do this for decades.
We change the science facts from the science fiction, and we try to bring the ingredients that really have proper backing, proper research, and they're based on truthful studies. That is the key thing, that they don't just look. I honestly, I've been looking at some presentations that they show me a graph and then they do a bar graph. So they have a placebo and they say improvement in, say, collagen, and the bar is here. And then they say this with their key ingredient, the bar went here. And then when you look at the scale, this difference is really 0.005%, but they magnify and then they think that you're going to fall for it. Okay? That was common thing that I look for when I look at these studies. I look at the actual difference, not how big it's different on a graph. So we need to pay attention to those things, and we need to make sure that what goes in our formulations have really true merits.
I like what you were talking about, because Darius is saying basically looking at apples to apples, right? You're actually, so if you're seeing a bar graph, and that's very interesting when you're looking at out there, even on marketing or data that you're looking at. Like right now it has age. Here it's going up 20 years at a time, and here it goes 10 years at a time, right? This is our graph. So if we were to show another one that this goes up only 50 years at a time and 1 year, like if they change the variables,
the magnifications, the scale.
the
If they
scale, if they
change
change the scale, the variables of the scale, then you're going to say, well, they're
wow, what a
misleading
big
you.
difference. What a
Right.
big difference, but it's not.
And that's really important when you're looking at it. So we try to normalize things when we're looking at things. So that's why there's a lot of ingredients we don't use, because we're saying, you know what? Your data's wrong, or it really doesn't do anything.
Or exaggerated.
Sometimes the placebo works better than the active. Remember, we ran into that.
Listen,
many
this
years
when we
ago.
talk
Won't
about
mention them
placebo. Okay.
Are we done? Okay.
Any questions?
Any
Should we
questions?
answer any
So I'm going
questions?
to invite everybody to try. If you're over the age of 40, it is time. Repeat the question.
Yes.
Well, we want to hear the question first, then we'll repeat it.
You did just kind of say it, but what is the best age to start using the phytoestrogen line?
What is the best age to start using the phytoestrogen line? The optimal age to start would be between 45 to 55. You would start using the line. That's my answer. What's your answer?
I would have said 40 plus.
Okay, here we go. So
I would have said 40 plus. Because you could be at that time, you could be premenopausal. See,
your late 30s or early 40s for perimenopause.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's right. Right, one for him. Next. Are we keeping score?
No.
Next question.
So can men use the phytoestrogen collection?
Can men use the phytoestrogen collection?
Yes. We have the same hormones. And if those hormones get depleted and they get compromised, it will have more or less the same results on our skin, but not as dramatic as females will feel in terms of the hot flashes, but in terms of the collagen and elastin and things like that, that can affect us as well.
Is the rate of change slower for men? Do we know?
I honestly have not analyzed that, but I will look
It's
it
a good
up.
question. Like, is the rate of change slower? I mean, obviously you're going through the same stage. There is a change in the hormones, right? But is the rate of change the same? That we'll have to do a little research to find
I
out.
promise to do some digging, and I will give you a proper thing.
One of the
things I've learned many, many years ago, I don't get long-winded, is that one of my best professors that I love him dearly, Professor Poirier, he told me, if you don't know something, just say you don't know. It's not a sin. Okay? So when I say I don't know right now, I really don't know. I will look it up
We
for
will
you.
look it up. Next question.
All right, our last question.
Last question.
Do you have to use this cream with the other phytoestrogen products, or can you use it with other serums as well?
Do you have to use this cream with our serum, or can you use this cream with a different serum?
There is no have to. The question is, you want to maximize your results. So if you use the cream or the serum with another serum or another cream, if you're using one of them, you're still going to get benefits. But the way we have designed it is that they complement each other, so you can get better results.
I would say I was exactly what Darius is saying. You can use them together, and this is going to maximize. This will be a very targeted type of treatment. But I would also say that this is going to be a workhorse for most people because it's got the phytoestrogen. It's going to give you, this gives you the feminage, which is very unique.
That's why they're complementary.
So they're complementary.
Complementary for that era.
And it's a cream. So sometimes you can't just use a serum alone. You have to use the cream. I would not say if you had to pick one over the other. I would say you use this once a day, use this at least once a day, and do it for 6 weeks, 7, like do it to the bottom of the jar and then see, do you want to use this cream again? Or do you want to use it just 2-3 times a year? But when you're going through the changes, when you start to notice that jawline, like it's better to be, what I'm trying to say is, it's better to be preventative than reparative, right? It's better to use it early and slow down the breakdown.
Right.
I would.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Like if I could, I mean, we just made this, but I would have loved to have had this, 10 years ago. I would start using it in my 50s, right? Or in my late 40s. Right? Why would I want to wait till now? But now it's not, the beauty is it's never too late, but you just have more to catch up, right? Because that's why you want to use it. Anyways, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. I am pointing back here. Reclaim your youthful glow. Use code menopause to receive 20% off your pre-order. Pre-order means that it will come to you in how long?
So it officially launches on Saturday.
Mhm.
but
Officially
you
launches
can
on Saturday.
Order it from now until Sunday with that coupon code.
Officially launches Saturday, but you can start pre-ordering it now and you will get the 20% off. And don't forget too that
And
when
that
you
is valid till June 22nd, 11:59
is the
p.m.
22nd Saturday or
Sunday.
Sunday. So
Sunday.
it's a Sunday midnight.
Yeah.
1 minute before midnight.
Eastern time.
Toronto time, New York time, right? Eastern time. The beauty too is if you order through Isomers Direct, not only are you getting the factory or warehouse or lab direct, you're also part of the beauty program or the points program. So you do get incentives. You're going to get first access, you'll get discounts, you accumulate points. Points could be used against your purchase. If you go over a certain dollar amount, you get free shipping. People love Isomers. Why? Because you get a lot of value, you get a lot of results. We do not formulate for celebrity or for the packaging. We formulate for you with the science. We're here to help you through your skin. And I can honestly say that the 30 plus years that we have been developing skincare, I think we look amazing for our age. Our skin is in optimal shape for our age. And we are the proof. We're the walking, talking proof of how our formulas work. And most products and people out there are 1 or 2 years in the industry and they've had so many things done. So it's not even their product. So we're not here just to talk about a brand. We live it, we believe it, and we love to share it. And we welcome you, your questions, your comments. And we look forward to Isomers TV back up next Tuesday, twice a week now, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30. I'm going to see if we can do it Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 because I think it's actually a little bit better time. So how about voting? If you like the 2:30 or 3:30, vote 3:30. And thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
I want you to listen to what people say about their products. Trust them, but verify. Okay? Look at the ingredients. Check them out. See how much merit is behind the ingredients. What we tell you, listen, but go and check it. Go. That's why we give you these trademark names. That's why we give you the references. Go and check. Because when you're knowledgeable, when you know your stuff, you're doing the best for your skin. You make the best selection.
Excellent point. Thank you very much, everyone. We look forward to talking to you again.